I love teaching, but I love money too. In this video, let's learn how to have both. What's going on, everybody? This is Daryl Williams Jr. helping middle school teachers see success sooner. Now, we know that teachers don't make a lot of money. We know that. And some of us have second jobs, but then you can't really enjoy life because you're working 55 plus hours a week and you're always tired. And for those of us that don't have a second job, now we just have to be okay with the base teacher salary and we have to live within our means or budget or do whatever we have to do. And that just doesn't sound fun. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to keep doing what you love, which is teaching, but also make more money without having to have a second job. Pursue excellence moment. Comment down below. How do you make extra money as a teacher? This is a list of things that some of the things I've done, some of the things I haven't done, but how you can make extra money as a teacher. And if you don't have time to watch the whole video, that's okay. I get it. You can download the free PDF in the description below that prioritizes this whole entire list as well as giving it a score. So I'm going to talk about the barrier to entry, the ease of income, as well as the earning potential. And I'm going to rate those things on a scale of 1 to 5, giving each item here a total score out of 15. My first suggestion here is to sell on Teacher Pay Teacher or Etsy Digital or Amazon Digital, the lessons that you're already creating. I say that the barrier to entry here is 4 because you're already creating lessons. So 4 out of 5 is an easy barrier to entry. You're already creating lessons. You just have to kind of make them pretty if you want to make sure that other people are buying them too. This is super huge because not only is it going to be beneficial for you financially, but you can help somebody else take part in some of the amazing lessons that you do with your students on a daily basis. I'm going to say that the ease of income though is a 2 out of 5. So it's not that easy to make money because again, somebody else is going to have to find what you're producing interesting. You're still going to have to market a little bit. Although Teacher Pay Teacher does a really good job of allowing your information to be searched for, you're going to have to understand SEO or search engine optimization. You're still going to have to understand how to market a little bit. It's still going to be more beneficial with some sort of following, whether it's a mailing list or Instagram or Twitter or whatever it is. That's what's really going to help you earn more money. But I will say that the earning potential is a 5 out of 5 because we know stories about teachers all the time who sell on Teacher Pay Teacher and they're making 6 or more figures a year. And that's definitely something that you can do. There's no cap onto how much you can make in Teacher Pay Teacher. So I would highly recommend that if you're already making dope lessons, that you package them and put them on Teacher Pay Teacher. One of the people who have really helped me out in this field is Becca Davis, and I'm going to link her channel below. She really helped me get started on TPT. And she does this while she's a music teacher. So she's showing you how to run a business on the side while not quitting your day job, which you love, which is being a teacher. So the overall score for selling your lessons on Teacher Pay Teacher or on any online platform is an 11 out of 15. Now I want to talk about starting a blog or a YouTube channel. This has a super low barrier to entry, 5 out of 5, because all you need to start a YouTube channel is a Gmail account. And most of us already have that. So starting a YouTube channel is really simple. Most of us have the knowledge and information already. The reason why I started a YouTube channel is because, again, I want to help make sure that my middle school teachers see success sooner. I struggled a whole lot in the early goings, and I'm sharing the things that I wish I knew. And I hope that is really helpful for you. I will say that the ease of earning on YouTube is going to be at a level 1. The reason why is because it takes a lot of work, y'all. It takes a lot of work to blog consistently. It takes a lot of work to upload on YouTube consistently. It takes a lot of work. Trust me, I'm doing it. I'm in it. And I've been doing this for about 1.5 years, 2 years now. And it's a lot of work to remain consistent, a lot of work to put content out there, a lot of work to make sure the videos look clean and look nice and that they are valuable to somebody else. And even thinking of ideas, because sometimes we get into a space where we feel as if the things that we're willing to share are obvious. And one of the things I'm learning is that even if it's obvious to me, it can be amazing to somebody else. I've been in education for 9 years. I've seen so many things and I've learned how to navigate it. And it's hard for me to think about which things are going to be useful and which things are not going to be useful because they're just things that I do. So pulling out of me the things that are going to be helpful to somebody else, that can be a little bit challenging sometimes. And also, it takes a long time to start making money when you're a content creator. Now, I will say that the earning potential is a 5 out of 5 because we know a lot of content creators are making a lot of money, but it takes a long time to get there. Yeah, you're going to have a couple of people who blow up kind of overnight or kind of just take off out of nowhere. But for most people, it's a lot of hard work. Like I said, I've been doing this for the last couple of years and I'm still not at a place where I have enough subscribers for YouTube itself to actually pay me. So just a bit of transparency, at the time of recording this video, I'm at about 450 subscribers. YouTube doesn't start considering paying you until you're at least 1,000. So if you want to help me out, if you're finding some of the things that I'm producing to be valuable and it's helpful for you, I think it's a really cool setup in which I get to help share my knowledge. I get to help you guys see success sooner. You get to receive this valuable information for free, and YouTube is going to foot the bill. So if you support that, then go ahead and subscribe, comment down below, all those great things to help the channel to grow so that I can start seeing some revenue from YouTube. The next thing I want to talk about is sponsoring or coaching a club or an after school activity, because a lot of districts, check with your district, but a lot of districts will pay you for doing this sort of work. I know my second year teaching, I started coaching track and I led the academic club, and both of them paid me about $1,500 when I was in Huntsville, Alabama. So they were $1,500 for each, so it was extra $3,000 over the course of the year. So I'll say the barrier to entry here is a 4 out of 5. Because you're gonna have to have a little bit of knowledge, right? I had to know a little bit about track and field, and I will say that the ease of making income, that's gonna be at a 3, because you're still exchanging time for money. The first couple of examples I gave you, at some point they'll become residual or they'll become passive, where you start making money as you sleep. But this is still gonna be exchanging time for money. You're still gonna have to go to practice, right? You're still gonna have to meet with those kids. The good thing is, it's something that you enjoy doing. It's a sport that you love, or it's a club that you're passionate about, and it's with students that you already know. So that's kind of what makes it a little bit easy, which is why I gave it a 3 out of 5. And then the earning potential, I'm also going to give that a 3 out of 5 because it is capped. Again, I knew when I signed up that there was a $1,500 stipend for track and field. There's a $1,500 stipend for the academic club. So I knew that that's the most that I was going to be able to make. It's not limitless like revenue from YouTube or a TPT or a blog. So coaching a sport or leading a club, I'm going to say is a 10 out of 15. The next thing I want to talk about is selling a course. And selling a course, you may be thinking like, what in the world am I even going to talk about? And just like I said earlier, you have so many skills. You have proficiency in so many areas. It may just be obvious to you. So I'll ask you this. What are some things that people ask you about, like they come to you specifically to ask you about, and it's easy for you to talk about? Because that could be whatever your course is. And fun fact, I have a course. My course is helping you to actually achieve the classroom goals, because people were asking me how I was able to grow students, what my goal setting process was like, why do my goals look different than everybody else's, how I was able to achieve goals. And I said, man, I could talk about this forever. Let me go ahead and package this and create a course. I will say that the barrier to entry is not as easy as YouTube. It's not as easy as a blog. It's going to be a 3. The reason why is because you have to create all that stuff yourself, package it, and then put it out there. I use Thinkific. I'll link that in the description below. But you have to create the platform, you have to create the landing page, and you have to do all the marketing yourself, because on TPT, people are, again, searching for things. If you understand SEO, you can be found. On Thinkific, or when you're selling a course, you have to be the one to put it out there. You have to send it to your mailing list or to your subscribers or to your followers or whoever it is. You have to have some sort of following for people to sign up for and to buy your course. And for all of those reasons, I'll say that the ease of income is a 2 out of 5, again, because it's not autonomous. It's something that you still have to push forth. But I will say that the earning potential is a 5 out of 5, because if you make one really solid course, you can make some tweaks here and there, but essentially if you make one solid course, you can sell that for years and years, and you can make money while you sleep. And we know a whole bunch of people, again, who have 6-figure courses because the content was valuable, people appreciated it, and people will buy it because of the information that's in it. And it's not something that you are exchanging time for money. It's something that you create one time, you package, and you can sell. So I'll link my course in the description below, Actually Achieve Classroom Goals, but I'll grade selling a course as a 10 out of 15. The next thing I want to talk about is coaching, and not coaching a sport, but coaching a younger teacher, because I believe the best type of mentor is not a guru, but a guide. A guru is somebody who's been through it and is seen as an expert, but a guide is somebody who is just 2 or 3 steps ahead of you in the process. And if you are somebody who has already 2-3 years worth of experience, you can reach back to help somebody else see success sooner. That's one thing that I love to do. I'm just using YouTube as my platform, but you can do one-on-one coaching with a teacher in your building or a teacher in your district, or virtually with a teacher just around, based off of the experience that you have. So I'll say that the barrier to entry is a 3 out of 5, because you do have to have some sort of experience, and you do have to be, a personable coach. You can't be like a mean person. Nobody's going to want to work with you, but there are some things that you're going to have to do in order to be a coach. And then I'll say that the ease of income is, again, a 3 out of 5, because it's another one of those things where you're exchanging your time for money. Hopefully it's something that you enjoy doing and that you love to do, so it's worth it. It's not like working at Marshall's or something, but You can meet with somebody maybe at a coffee shop for an hour or so, and you're charging them per hour to meet with you. I get that. So the ease of income, I would say, is a 3 out of 5. And the earning potential, again, straight threes, is also going to be a 3 out of 5 because you're only one person and you can't coach thousands of people. Right? If you make a YouTube video that goes viral and it goes out there and YouTube starts to pay you AdSense, that can go to thousands or millions of people and you can receive a lot of residual income from that. But if you're coaching, you can't coach thousands of people one-on-one. That's just not a structure that can work. So there is a cap to how much money you can make when coaching. So again, that's going to be a 3 out of 5. So we're going to rate this one a 9 out of 15. Let's talk about getting your national board certification. Your national board certification is a certification that you can get that's recognized nationally that just kind of recognizes you as a master teacher. I'm going to link down below what it looks like in every single state, but each state has rules around what they do for teachers who have their national board certification. And most states are going to give you a stipend. For example, the states that I was in, Alabama and North Carolina, both granted a stipend for teachers who were nationally board certified. So in Alabama, it was at least a $5,000 bonus, but they added an additional $5,000 for specific subject areas and specific schools. So for example, maybe if you taught math in a Title I school, you'll get that additional $5,000, making a whole $10,000 stipend just for being nationally board certified. The reason why this is huge is because you're just doing everything that you do. You're just doing what you normally do as a teacher. You're just getting paid more for it. When I was teaching in North Carolina, there was a 12% base salary pay bump if you're a nationally board certified teacher. So I was teaching 8th grade math and I was doing what I was hired to do and what I would normally do. But I was the highest paid teacher on the hall by 12% just because I have my national board certification. So I would say that the barrier to entry here is a level 4 because you do have to be teaching for 3 years. And there actually is a whole certification process that you have to go through, recording your class, submitting essays, sitting for a test. So there is a lot of work that has to be done. But once you do that work, then you automatically qualify for whatever pay increase your state recognizes. So the ease of income is also 4 because I'm just teaching the standards that I would have been teaching anyway. I'm still doing the same exact teaching that I would have done before. It's just now that I'm nationally board certified, I'm getting paid 12% more to do that. But then I'll say that the earning potential is a 3 because again, it's capped. So every state has their own guidelines. Some states don't pay you any more for having a national board certification. So I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5, creating an 11 out of 15 for getting a national board certification. Tutoring, something we talk about often. You can either tutor in person or you can tutor online. Barrier to entry is 4 out of 5. As long as you know your content area, you can be a good tutor. But I will say that the ease of income is a 3 because this is another one of those things where you're exchanging your time for money. And although it should be something that you love, whatever subject area you're teaching, it could be taxing to have to meet up with them either online on Zoom or to meet up with them again in a coffee shop or library or whatever it is. The earning potential is going to be capped at a 2 because again, there's only so much you can do if you're just that one person. So it's not as if there's an unlimited ceiling. So this is going to be rated at a 9 out of 15 if you want to tutor. Let's talk about writing a book. Low barrier to entry, 4 out of 5, because if you have the content knowledge, you can write a book about your experience, about how to help somebody else, about how to help a younger teacher or whatever it is. You can write a book. I'm going to have to say, though, that the ease of earning is going to be a 1 out of 5 because you have to do all the marketing yourself. You know, if you get with a publisher, if you write a book or an ebook, you're going to have to do that marketing yourself. People are going to have to wonder, like, why should I buy your book? The book market is so competitive. There's so many books, especially for educators. So it's going to be really hard to break through. But if you do break through, then the earning potential I have as a 5 out of 5 because you can take that to the sky's the limit. Like there's some books that you write one time, then you just become the New York Times bestseller and you go for thousands and thousands of copies sold. It's a lot of money. So we're going to say writing a book is a 10 out of 15. And one more I just came across is writing for somebody else. Like We Are Teachers. I was on We Are Teachers and I saw that they accept proposals for people to send in articles for We Are Teachers and they'll actually pay you to write for that website. And when I was looking at it, the barrier to entry is really simple. As soon as I went on their website, there was just a link there that said submit your proposal here. So 5 out of 5 for simplicity. But they only respond if they accept your proposal and they don't tell you how much they charge or they don't tell you how much they give you per article. You just kind of got to write it and figure it out. So I don't know how easy it is to make money and I don't know the earning potential. So we're going to leave those blanks. So right now we're at a 5 out of 15 pending further information. I'll link that website down below as well. So in the next video, we're gonna talk about how to overcome unrealistic expectations that they set for teachers. So make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss that. But in the meantime, check out this video about the things that I wish I knew my first year teaching, something that you don't wanna miss. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.